Hey guys, so I was going through my copy of Arty Book Reviews, which is a magazine. I think it's an American magazine, but we get it shipped over here in one of the romance bookstores that I go to, and I like to pick it up every now and again and see what's happening, and it's packed with reviews, which makes me want to buy shitloads of books. But today's topic is going to be books to movie adaptations. Now, as you can probably know, there's so many books being made into movies lately. It is really just overwhelming. I feel like I have no time to read these books before the movies are coming out, and I'm not really a follower of that kind of thing. I just kind of hear it secondhand and I'm like, okay. Like for instance, City of Bones, had no idea until I heard everyone talking about it. Same with Beautiful Creatures, and that got me thinking, God, I have to read these books before these movies come out. So there was an article here that it's very small, but it said screening room, 13 books to read before they come out as 2013 films. So I thought, why don't I look at that list and show you guys books that are apparently coming out in the cinema by the end of 2013 that are books that I have not read. There is one book that I have read that was on this list, which I'm really super excited about. There are others that I haven't read or might want to read, so I thought that I might just read through that very quick list from the magazine and give you an idea of what books have been talked about being made into movies in 2013. Then show you guys the 4 books that I'm hoping to be able to get to before the end of this year, because I have actually been wanting to get to them for a while, and hopefully before the movie, so I'm not spoiled when I go into a cinema and accidentally watch a trailer about a book that I haven't read yet. So that is something that's really frustrating for me as well, but a lot of these books are very old, so kind of my fault for not reading them, but okay. So, the books that are listed here are Beautiful Creatures, The Host, Delirium, Carrie, which I thought was already a movie, so they must be making a remake, The Maze Runner, City of Bones, The Forest of Hands and Teeth, Odd Thomas, Ender's Game, Firelight, Warm Bodies, The Great Gatsby, and Paranormal. So those are the ones that I just talked about. I didn't get that magazine, so I didn't read too much about them, but those are the ones I know. So I thought we could also, if you wanted to, talk about these things as well. So if you have books that you want to read that are on your shelf that are coming out in movies and haven't been talked about, but you want to read, just let me know. Like, do a video response or whatever. I just thought, something to talk about for a change. So the book that I have read that I'm really excited about actually being made into a movie, and I would like to finish the series as well before I see that movie, so, and since it's not really talked about much on IMDb, I think that's what it's called, IMDb rather, I have a good chance of actually fitting those in. So that is Paranormal by Kirsty White. I love this book, it's no surprise, I've talked about it many times. I think it would make an awesome movie, I really do. It's also really scary too. Sorry, I got stuff in my nose. It's also really scary too because, especially when you love a book, you're not too sure about how that's going to go. So I guess it can either go both ways. But I definitely would love to see this being made into a movie. I think it has really great potential. I loved it as a book. Definitely one of these books that I'm going to read again and again and again when I get through my TBR pile. So maybe a couple of years down the track, but yeah, so that's Paranormal. Then these ones I was really wanting to read last year, but never got the chance because I just had so many other books I wanted to read. So, Delirium by Lauren Oliver. We are probably coming up to the 3rd book being published. I'm not quite sure. I haven't been keeping track, but I do have Pandemonium on my shelf. I've been meaning to read this book for so long. Every time I put it on my pile, I thought, I'm not really in the mood for lovey-dovey, like, sort of stuff, or dystopian, or whatever it is. I can't even remember what it's about now. I mean, I know that what's in the back, but it's been so long. So, and I've heard a lot of people saying, yeah, read it, it's so fantastic. So I'm hoping to get to it this year. Fingers crossed I do, because I do want to read it before the movie comes out. And like a lot of things, I'm very touchy because I want to read the series before the movie comes out, before that kind of mental image is made in my brain about what they look like. But we'll see. And it's pretty short, so hopefully I can bump it up to next month. Maybe. Then is The Forest of Handsome Teeth by Kerry Ryan. Again, another book that I was going to read in my zombie challenge next year. Next year. Jesus Christ. But, never got around to doing it. Typical Blair. Yeah, so I have seen a photo of this up on the thing, but it doesn't say anything else. Last time it was updated was October 2010, 12 rather. So, it's just got a book cover on it. So, I'll be interested to see what this is like. Again, it's pretty short, so I could probably get through it pretty soon. Hopefully. What I would really like to do is bump these up and sort of get through them, but I have to be in the mood for zombies. City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. Now, I've sort of started this, I think I was at like 40 pages, and I was just not in the mood to read it. I know a lot of people have gone through this as well. They've started this book and other books have come about, or they're just not in the mood to read it. I think it's one of those books that you really have to be in the mood to read. So, and I love the cover, and I'm intrigued by the series, and I'm intrigued by the concept too. So I believe this is coming out later on, I think August it's coming out in Australia. So I have a good long while to read this, but it'd be great to get to it and actually finish it and see what the series is like. I have a lot of Cassandra Clare's books, so hopefully I'm actually going to enjoy the series. Otherwise, I wasted a lot of money on books, but yeah, that's another book. And lastly is Beautiful Creatures, which I believe is coming out in February. I'm not quite sure. But I was thinking about it, and I've seen these posters, and I'm very, very careful. I have not seen any like trailers or anything like that, and I don't want to. But I thought, you know what, it's really time that I pick this book up. So this is probably going to be one of the next books I read. I know it's a massive beast, and it's heavy as hell in a hardback form. It's also very beautiful and purple. But it's been a long time coming, and I'm scared to see what my thoughts are, but I would really like to get to it before February, especially since if it's coming out in February, I can't really go to the cinemas, which is irritating because I don't want to see it, and because I don't know what the book's about, or I don't know what the character is about, I won't be able to pick up whether it is a trailer or not for that movie, so I might be able to, I might spoil it for myself, so I would like to get to this, hopefully soon. I might even start it at the end of this month if I've finished my backlog. I know a lot of my to be read piles at the moment are just all over the place because my mood is changing and things are happening, but yeah. So that is Beautiful Creatures, definitely one of the books I want to read before it comes out into a movie. So hopefully that wasn't too vague or boring for you guys. I just thought, let's talk about some books being made into movies. I know that, I think The Life of Pi, I don't know whether it was a book beforehand, but that's coming out, and I know I've seen the book. I think Les Miserables was a book too, before they made it into a movie adaptation. Yeah. So those are the ones I know about. Do you know any books that are being made into movies? Like The Great Gatsby, I believe, is being made into a movie, obviously. So there, let me know if there's any other YA books that are going to be made into movies this year, or that you know about. Let me know so I can read them as well, get them off my shelf. It gives me more reason to read them as well, not let them sit there for another 3 years. So yeah, just let me know. Okay guys, thank you for watching, and here is the lovely pile I'm going to put back in my bookshelf. And I shall talk to you guys later.